It's Around the Park with Dave Fleming, and our guest today, as we're in Arizona, is Diamondbacks broadcaster, longtime big leaguer, played his college ball in the Bay Area. He's a Northern California guy, Tom Candiotti. It's always great to talk to Candy, and man, you and I spoke a few months ago, middle of the year, things were like kind of good and bad for your Diamondbacks team, and since then it's been all good, hasn't it?
Boy, it really did change. It's almost a tale of two teams. You know, early on, really fighting a lot of injuries, particularly with the starting rotation. You know, they just couldn't quite get it together. Guys were getting hurt. Guys were going down. A lot of the secondary starters were coming up and trying to get – and Torrey was trying to mix and match as much as he could. And then all of a sudden, the offense started clicking in. And they were good through the most of the year, but – starting about June sometime, Suarez got really, really hot. McCarthy got really, really hot. All of a sudden, Corbin Carroll started figuring it out, and it all started coming together, and they were scoring just a boatload of runs, which really made up for a lot of the pitching deficiencies. And right now, you're seeing a team that I think they're very confident that they can score, but they're leaking oil as far as the pitching goes, particularly in the bullpen. So that will be the big telling factor right now for the D-backs.
And maybe I have a couple follow-ups for that. Maybe as one step is if you can clinch and get your spot secured in the next few days, then maybe Diamondbacks have a chance to at least take a few days to give everybody a breather down there.
Well, and the way this team's been banged up this year, I mean, they probably could use it. You know, Walker missed some time. Marte's missed some time. You know, Gurriel has just kind of coming back. Moreno came back, got banged up again, so we're not sure about that. You know, Marte's having this day off because he's still feeling a little bit in his back and his ankle. So, and there's still guys that are playing, but they're not all the way there. So it would be nice if they can, the earlier they do clinch, if they do, would be much better. Although I will say last year, this team limped into the playoffs. I mean, they ended up losing the last 4 games, I think, against the Astros, got in, and then all of a sudden something happened to them. Some kind of switch went on. So I don't know what that was, but they're hoping the same thing happens.
It's a weird sport, isn't it? Sometimes it's really hard to predict what's going to happen. We're talking to Tom Candiotti, longtime voice of the Diamondbacks, as we start this last road series of the year for the Giants. You mentioned Corbin Carroll. I mean, this guy is so talented. Last year had such a great year. It was a mystery for us from the outside looking in what was going on with him. Has he got it figured out? Is everything back to normal with him?
Oh, we sure hope so. You know, because it was a dreadful first 2 or 3 months. I mean, it was just ugly, and he had a big giant hole on the inside of the plate, particularly about upper end. He just couldn't get to that ball, and I think he was making such a concerted effort to get to it. He was missing all his other pitches, and they finally just left him alone and said, just do your thing. And apparently, you know, it took him a little bit, and it started coming around for him. So, you know, he's really the guy that really makes things go for us. You know, when he gets on, we call him chaos. The way he leads, the way, you know, it gets like people's attention, the way he's getting ready to take off. He's going to steal second, he's going to steal third. You know, he's just, him and McCarthy both, you know, are the guys that really run on this team and can score a boatload when he does get on.
Great stuff from Tom Candiotti, voice of the Diamondbacks, as they churn towards clinching a playoff spot here in the next few days. That's Around the Park. We'll get you ready for the game right after this.